And a very happy Friday the 13th to you. Thanks for hanging out with us. This is it's been a weird week. It's getting even crazier. Believe it or not, everyone seems to be falling in line politically. And when I say falling in line politically, what I mean is, see here, Mark Zuckerberg has donated $1 million to the transition team. We have Time Magazine not picking Kamala Harris as the person of the year. And it was, or Joe Biden, it was Donald Trump. So it's odd to find things falling into place like this. And I shouldn't say odd. I apologize. Odd is not the right word. Not surprising is I think is more appropriate. Not surprising to see that everybody's playing both sides of the ball. Totally get that. I believe it was Fife Symington when he was asked if it was Keating. I think it was Keating. Here in Arizona, if him giving to Republican and Democrats bought him influence, he said, well, it better. So these companies, these corporations are just playing both sides of the ball. They know where their bread's buttered. They're playing defense at this point. They understand that something is coming and they're preparing themselves to the best of their ability. So I don't knock them for it. I don't knock Time Magazine for doing that. We'll get to that in a little bit. But I don't knock Mark Zuckerberg for trying to really realize, hey, this is going. One of the things, though, that I'm excited about, that I am excited about with having a billionaire president and having the richest man in the galaxy as part of his team, and Vivek as a multimillionaire. It's hard to buy these guys. Zuckerberg goes, hey, you guys can't come after Facebook because I remember I donated $1 million to your transition. Like, who cares? And I have that in the couch cushions of Trump Force One. Who was found liable for sexual abuse, business fraud in court. Trump will be the first president who was found. Let's bring it, Brittany. I ain't playing. Let's go. All right. We finally have a president who was found liable for sexual abuse and business fraud in court. Trump will be the first president who was found guilty of felonies in a criminal trial. A true hero. That's fantastic. And you can think that. That's fine. You can go through the whole liable for sexual abuse thing. You can turn a blind eye to all of the evidence. You can turn a blind eye to Letitia James and the thinking that I think Mar-a-Lago is worth $18 million or something like that. It makes $50 million in annual memberships. It says worth $18 million. So it's fine. If that's how you want to do it, that's how you want to do it. It's all good. I think his first time around, true damn hero. I really do. I think the liable for sexual abuse thing, that was, oh, good Lord, what was her name? Oh, what a piece of work. Anderson Cooper had to cut. Anderson Cooper had to be like, we're not having this woman say what she's saying when she started saying rape is sexy. You can look it up. It's right there. You can fact check me all you want. Rape is sexy. And she still has outstanding claims of rape against, I believe, 11 other very wealthy men. E. Jean Carroll. Thank you very much, Ron. I appreciate that. So, if you want to go for it, go for it. It's all good. What's up, James? How you doing? Brandon, how you doing? And, I'm here to make it good. Okay. All right, buddy. We're going to make it good. We're going to it's getting a very curious day. It's a very, very, very curious day. And by the way, and again, I can, Brittany, I'm not trying to scare you away. There's just so much more than what you're claiming is the case. It just isn't. So if you want to bring, here's E. Jean Carroll's proof that this happened, not liable, not in a civil suit. I'm talking in a court of law. If you want to bring that kind of stuff, let's go. I'm all about having a discussion. But he will be the first person who found guilty of felonies. I haven't had him yet. So no crystal ball. Getting my gas prices down and get this inflation under control, and let's roll. Let's make it happen. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's get to this, because we've been talking about the drones for the past few days, and this apparently they're manned aircraft. Apparently not drones at all. So if you think that this isn't just Chinese weather balloon, spy balloon 2.0, then you're just not paying attention to this. How in God's name can the most advanced intelligence network in the galaxy, not know exactly who's in these planes. Oh, let's go to this this whack job John Kirby. Here you
go. In and around New Jersey. We have no evidence at this time that the reported drone sightings pose a national security.
No, we have no evidence. None. They pose a national security. Just we don't know what they are, and they're flying over. They're flying in our airspace, unidentified. So we have no evidence, says John Kirby, that they're a threat to national security.
Or a public safety threat, or have a foreign nexus.
We have no evidence of that. None. So does that mean, in the world of politics, that means that they're trying to make you think that that's not the case? So that there's no foreign nexus and they don't pose any threat. Remember that same podium told us that the Chinese spy balloon was not a spy balloon, although they've been watching it take off from Beijing. Okay. All right, yeah, I mean, keep it going, Johnny. Tell me, lie some more to me.
The Department of Homeland Security and the FBI are investigating these sightings, and they're working closely with state and local law enforcement to provide resources using numerous detection methods to better understand their origin. Using very sophisticated electronic detection technologies provided by federal authorities, we have not been able to, and neither have state or local law enforcement authorities, corroborate any of the reported visual sightings. To the contrary, upon review of available imagery, it appears that many of the reported sightings are actually manned aircraft that are being operated lawfully. The United States Coast Guard is providing support to the state of New York.
Then how do you not know who they are? This is where we know it's just a bunch of BS. Here's where we know it's a complete load of BS that you're getting from John Kirby right here. Here's exactly how you know this. You know this because he said, we haven't corroborated any of this, and the stuff that we've seen were actually legal manned aircraft. Why didn't I know that day one then? That's not a UFO. It's not a drone. That's Ed from Hoboken. He likes to take night flights. That's his thing, kind of his vibe. And he's got a couple other guys he does this with. It's kind of a Saturday night thing they like to do. Why didn't you tell me that? Nope. Because you know damn well that there's some nefarious stuff going on. And again, you're going to try to pacify me and make me think, oh, no, it's just the people out there.
Jersey and has confirmed that there is no evidence of any foreign-based involvement from coastal vessels. And importantly, there are no reported or confirmed drone sightings in any restricted airspace. Now, that said, we certainly take seriously the threat that can be posed by unmanned aircraft systems, which is why law enforcement and other agencies continue to support New Jersey and investigate the reports, even though they have uncovered no malicious activity or intent at this particular stage. While there is no known malicious activity occurring, the reported sightings there do, however, highlight a gap in authorities. And so we urge Congress to pass important legislation that will extend and expand existing counter-drone authorities that we are better prepared to identify.
Do you hear this? What in the hell? What this does highlight is that states have too much authority, and Congress needs to give us more authority to take down unmanned aircraft. Son of a biscuit. You better know what's going on. And I mean, I will be honest with you. If it is foreign to me, it's foreign. It 100% is. It'd be hard for you to talk me off that ledge. But I understand that they do know that it's foreign, and they're taking some sort of measures to mitigate any kind of damage, hopefully, that can be done, especially to we the people. So I have confidence in that because I do have confidence in the United States military. So I'm okay. But come on. God, they never learn. They never learn. John Kirby, this is why your party got its ass kicked. This is why, according to, according to Brittany, this is why a man that she claims found liable of sexual abuse, business fraud in court, and who'll be the first president guilty of it. The reason why that's better than this. We don't want any more of this. We want this cleaned up. As a matter of fact, we know it's Iranian. What are we going to do if some of you tell us it's Iranian? What is anyone going to do here in the United States if somebody says it's Iranian? What? Well, we're going to grab our guns and we're going to go to Iran. No. We're going to be, okay, hope y'all are doing something about that. Damn. Why wouldn't you? It's absolutely crazy. And by the way, go do a Jersey, stay in the Northeast coast then. A damn good reason why they're not in the Midwest. Tell you that much. Not in the Southwest. Come on. We'll take it. Don't worry about it, Gov. Kirby, you can do your investigation. That's fine. We're going to take. We actually have had some plans for an event just like this, but apparently we're just going to let it go now. Yeah. Putting a store-bought drone in the air space. Yeah, exactly. Y'all, I live right by Luke Air Force Base. I get nasties. Let me tell you something. And a buddy of mine was flying in. We flew into Glendale Airport. And we flew into Luke airspace. You make a lot of friends quickly. You meet a lot of new people when you fly into airspace like this. But apparently, it's good for other countries to do it. Yeah, just not us. Those silver bracelets, I'll tell you, they look great on me. Not that I would know. So drones will keep over the weekend. We'll see what they try to hide in the Friday dump. And for those that don't know, it's coming up shortly, about 6-7 o'clock at night. They will leak not leak, but they will let the press actually know the stuff that's going on. So it'll be buried in the weekend news cycle, and nobody be talking about it on Monday. They take all the nefarious junk. It's Republican, Democrat. It's not partisan issue at all. That's just what they call the Friday dump. So we'll see if anything's on the drones on the Friday dump, and we'll go from there. Now, let's get back to this murderous POS in New York. You can say, "Oh, he did such a service, and this guy deserved it." He did not deserve to die. He didn't. What he did in his business is not punishable by death. But he killed other people. He literally did not kill other people. I'm sorry, y'all. He did not. And if there is evidence, by the way, and I talked to a doctor about this, if there is evidence that that company instructed doctors not to treat people, and doctors said, you don't have an ability to pay for this, so we're not going to treat you, their license is gone. They cannot practice. And as a matter of fact, that family, if somebody died because of somebody rolled in and said, we're not going to treat you today because you don't have insurance, it's sue the living bejesus out of them. Did he bankrupt a lot of people? I bet he did. His company did. I bet his company did 100%. Yeah. So this is a Tom Cruise movie unfolding. What? Assassination, UFO attack. It is, Alfred. Yeah, hell yeah. It does seem like it, right? Oh, good Lord, Tom Cruise. Yeah, we were just talking about Tom Cruise's wonderful role. I think his greatest role ever is Tropic Thunder. As Les Grossman, please. Absolutely. It does seem like it's going to be might be a Reacher movie. I'll stay with the Tropic Thunder quotes all day long. Anyway, this guy did not deserve to die. This was not punishable by death. Lock him up, fine. Bankrupt him, fine. That's your justice, fine. Death, no. Here's what really sucks. And I'm telling you, this is absolutely horrific. Ready for this? There's already copycats. There's already people going after CEOs of the other insurance companies. All this is going to do is jack up the rates of insurance, because now there's a whole new security detail needed for anyone on the board of directors or anyone in the C-suites. That's all it's going to do is make it more expensive for us. Is make it worse. I got to tell you, this is why we haven't heard a lot from Barack Hussein Obama, have we? Haven't heard a lot from him. Anyone checking in on Barack? Because this denial, this record profits for insurance companies are because of Obamacare. That was intentional. It was not healthcare reform. That's why this guy was not the CEO of a healthcare company. He's the CEO of a health insurance company. It was health insurance reform. And we don't say health insurance companies anymore. We say healthcare companies. They are not healthcare companies. Banner's a healthcare company. St. Joseph's a healthcare company. Except for the hospital by my pad over there. It used to be called West Valley Hospital. We call it Death Valley Hospital. Ugh. They told me I had cancer. I didn't have cancer. It's a terrible, terrible place. Obama's still working on hiring a new chef. What do you know? Oh, man. All right. Here we go. Let's get. So anyways, copycats already. So how about this chick? She's already imprisoned. Like, she moved with the quickness. Look at this. I'm just gonna cry.
She would also be asking for GPS with house arrest conditions to protect the community.
Yeah, she's like, wait, what? So threatening a CEO to kill him like this dude did? That's you mean I'm a threat now?
With her head in her hands, Brianna Boston learned she would be held
wait.
in jail on $100,000 bond. The Polk
I
County
got it.
judge adding the bond was appropriate given the, quote, status of our country.
It's not like she's a child. She's 42 years old, so we're not dealing with a child here. She should certainly know better.
Lakeland Police Chief Sam Taylor says his department was contacted by the FBI Tuesday. Authorities say in a recorded phone call about a denied insurance claim, Boston told a Blue Cross Blue Shield employee, quote, delay, deny, depose. You people are next, end quote.
Oh.
The language matches the words police say were written on the shell casings found at the United Healthcare CEO's murder scene in New York City.
We will take this very seriously, and we will put you in jail if you do something like this.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
It is not a joke.
No,
According to Boston's affidavit,
Not a
the
joke.
mother of three told police she did not own firearms and was not a danger to anyone. But she added, healthcare companies played games and deserved karma because they are evil. Similar to the accused shooter in Manhattan, Boston.
Yeah, okay, we know. God, reporters are just the worst these days. Okay, copycats. That's why they've made this guy a hero. And no, it doesn't seem to when you watch anything on the alphabets or on cable news. Nobody's saying like this guy is wrong in what he did. They're sensationalizing him. And now there's some weird conspiracy thing going around with the number 286 or 268 or something like that was a denial claim, and it was how many followers he has or how many people he's following, and down the rabbit hole everybody goes. Instead of, you know what, this dude shouldn't have killed somebody. He did, and there you go. Okay, he might not have. He's like, if he claims that things were planted on him, who the hell knows? Yeah. Look, I'm not for crappy healthcare either, Lynn. I'm not going to kill anybody. I'm with you on that. Yeah. I'm not all for it, but I'll tell you this. But losing their mind. This is a mildly abbreviated show. There was somebody who will remain nameless that booked a 1:00 interview for me for the nonprofit that we work with. And I guess I probably outed her right there. But anyway, so I have to. She's like, "Well, your show's over at 1:00." I'm like, "Well, I had to change everything and change me and." So anyway. Yeah, 286 theory. There you go. The 286 theory. Yeah, I think it's a little reach. It's pulling a muscle for that one, but maybe if it comes out as a 286, the guy shows up with a prison tat, 286 right on his neck. Okay, then I'll believe it. Yeah, but I wouldn't believe that. Yeah, that guy is straight out of the Menendez movie. By the way, can someone look into the producer of that Menendez thing, Monsters? Jeez, he did the Jeffrey Dahmer thing too. That guy's in. That somebody needs to check on that too. I think both of those movies are probable cause to check his hard drives. That's just me. That guy is way into underage activity. Anyway, let's continue. Yesterday we got to see Justin Trudeau talk about him being I'm a true feminist. The United States again didn't elect a female president. Like, that's a referendum on the United States of America. I just don't understand that. They were two of the most craptastic presidential candidates in history. Again, I could go over a list, Republican and Democrat, of women that are more qualified, and I mean by exponentially more qualified to be the president of the United States than those two. So here he is. America sucks. I'm a feminist. So the reason why Governess Justine. Oh, I'm gonna have to figure now. Now I'm losing here. Yeah, little Castro. Oh yeah, he's definitely a little Castro. Donald Trump said, "Hey, look, we're gonna put tariffs on everything if you guys don't shut down that northern border." Mexico fell into line too. So, okay, we're gonna shut it down. We're gonna do our best. We're gonna do everything we can to work with you to make sure that nobody crosses that border again. Canada need to do the same thing. But now they're all Justine Trudeau got you. No, that's little Twinkle Toes over there. What's his name? Macron, a French dude that's married to a dude. Anyway, now Canada is threatening to cut off oil shipments to the United States. They say they're going to play dirty.
Mentioned to the Prime Minister, the rest of the premiers, we need to be ready. We need to be ready to fight. This fight is coming 100% on January the 20th.
Shut your border down. I don't understand that. Shut it the hell down.
Or January 21st. We don't know what extent this fight's going to go to, but we need to line up everything that we're going to tariff and make sure that the tariff, the money that's coming from these tariffs, don't go into a federal bank account sitting there somewhere. It needs to be immediately distributed right across the province equally, and we'll be able to support the companies, the factories, the workers for any issues that they're facing at the time. So it's a good start.
Did he give you any?
Now, are all Canadians this boring? I mean, seriously, I did watch a little bit on Gretzky, and I watched a few hockey players, things like that. Do you see when those bored? Why? Why is everybody so bored? Why is everybody so monotone?
Details of where those retaliatory tariffs would be aimed on American goods.
No, Chrystia Freeland's going to put a list together. We're going to put our list together, and I'm sure the other provinces will as well. But we will go to the full extent, depending on how far this goes. We will
drop
you. To the extent of cutting off their energy.
Go for it.
Going down to Michigan, going down to New York State, and over
to
Wisconsin.
Get it.
I don't want this to happen.
It will.
But my number one job is to protect Ontario, Ontarians, and Canadians as a whole, since we're the largest province.
You are a whole. Come on, dude. I mean, seriously. Okay. Bring it, please. Pretty, please. You know how much money we give Canada a year? Please. Okay, cool. Tariff the hell out of us. Go nuts. Go ahead. Cut off the oil supply. Make it happen. We're the most oil-rich nation in the galaxy. We're good. Like, drill, baby, drill. That's the first thing Trump said he's going to do. Day one is drill, baby, drill. It's go bananas. I think one of the best things I ever heard about solar farms recently is I forget, I think it was a Billy Bob Thornton clip, which is fantastic, talking about, how much oil it takes to lube those things and those windmills. He said if windmills were actually the answer, solar farms were actually the answer. Grizz, sorry, buddy. Exxon would have everywhere. Exxon would have every available piece of dirt in America covered with these things. Nope. Anyway, let them be without. I'm good. Let them just, hey, go ahead, guys. Tariff us. Cutting off the money, cutting off any aid, cutting off military support. Bye. Shutting down our consulates. That's it. Bring them home. Cool. Cut us off, dude. Cut us off. All you have to do is shut your border down to people that aren't identified and are seeking asylum from the northern side. That's it. That's all you have to do. Should be pretty easy. But no, they're going to threaten us. That's wonderful. What they didn't learn, apparently, is that you don't threaten Donald John Trump. If you threaten Donald John Trump, he's going to react, and he's not going to do it in a positive way for you. He's not going to react as if he's afraid of you. He's going to come at you. And that's been his MO from the get-go. And what does he have to lose? Honest to living God, what does this man have to lose? Nothing. He's the most powerful man on the planet. He is probably the most recognized human in the galaxy. I kid you not. He's it. You've been confused for X. Oh, yes. Nice. You are the answer. That's true. My long-term investment in loonies and toonies. Yeah, I guess it's a tough one. Speaking of Donald John Trump, the man was actually voted Time Magazine Man of the Year, Person of the Year, because we can't, dear God, can't say Man of the Year. But I'm saying Man of the Year. Donald Trump, Man of the Year. If you missed it, the questions, the interview from Time Magazine is the identical interview that Kristen Welker gave over the weekend or earlier this week. The same. Literally the same questions and answers. I don't know who's being lazy as hell or if this is just a concerted effort because everything Everything was trying to be a gotcha question. Everything. One of the responses I did not like is he said that he was talking about asked if it was a border policy of the family separation. The policy is going to be his policy. His answer should have been, it never was a policy. And that's the truth of the matter. It never was a policy. If child separation at the border was a policy, every single child would have been separated from their family coming through. That's what a policy is. These are, you can't prove this is your kid. Are these your mommy and daddy? You don't know? Okay. We're going to take the kid. Because they knew that one of the tactics still to this day are people selling their kids, essentially, so people can come up and look like they're a family seeking asylum. It's absolutely crazy. Anyway, I didn't like him essentially admitting it was a policy. They pressed him on 2025, all that garbage. It's just garbage. Yes. See here, Jim, what do you got here? I wonder if the drones are cover for something else. Picture this: Biden gets one last big payout from the Chinese. Whoever I wouldn't doubt that one little bit. That's how the Chinese have whatever Biden sold them is right. They already sold them what do they say? It had a school bus sized basically data center on that balloon. Yeah. I wouldn't zero surprise there. That wouldn't surprise me one little bit. Let's get back to old Don being a Times Person of the Year. Don Lemon is not excited about it. He's kind of echoing Brittany's thoughts from earlier in the show. Here you go.
Make someone Person of the Year. They would have made someone who, and my God, I'm sure he loves this, right? If they wanted to make someone Person of the Year, I don't know, they could have done it with any person. People, they could have done it to someone who actually stood for democracy, who stands for democracy in the country.
You literally are talking about a party. You're a part of a party. You support a party that quite literally subverted democracy and placed a candidate right in the way. And the United States looked at that and said, we're not having that. We don't care how many charges and anything he's got. We're not having you guys subvert democracy, just like he's kind of, oh, that's what Donald Trump doesn't stand for democracy. He won the popular vote by like 6 million votes. He's a fan of democracy.
Now, you think about what encompasses Person of the Year. Just because you are elected president of the United States does not mean that you should be Person of the Year. What?
Or almost elected. Excuse the technical glitches here. Almost elected, you can win the Nobel Peace Prize. So that's fine. So you can win Nobel Peace Prize for just simply being nominated by your party to be the president of the United States. So Barack Obama. But this bozo, this slappy himself, has absolutely no concept of reality and what happens on basically in the real world.
Time Magazine, what are you doing? Let me ask you, Time Magazine.
Time Magazine. Hey, hold on a second. Hey, Time Magazine here. What's up, Donnie? Yeah. Oh, you have something to tell me? I don't care. Don't care. Yeah, bye.
What do you say to the women who, I guess, still read Time Magazine?
What do you mean? What do I say to the women? What is that? What does that mean? Help me.
Or the women who don't they do like a whole Time 100 thing or something, which, what about the women who are on that list? What about that? I'm sure some of them will had dealt with issues that women have to deal with, like discrimination in the workplace, SA, all kinds of things.
I don't understand. I don't understand why. What the hell are you getting at here, dude? Seriously, what are you getting at? What do you mean? What do I have to tell the women that had to deal with discrimination in the work? What does that have to do with Donald Trump? I'm going to ask you this, Don Lemon. How many people of color and how many women have you hired yourself? How many have you provided full incomes and pensions and benefits? How many? Because Trump's up to thousands on thousands. So what have you brought to the economy and helped women out, you idiot? Have you? Anyone? No? Not going to say, all right, let's go, Donnie. Let's get back to it, kid.
You have someone on the cover of your magazine who is an adjudicated assaulter.
No, he isn't.
You have someone who inspired an insurrection. You have someone who, without a doubt, the evidence is there, tried to overturn a free and fair election.
When has he been convicted of that? Can anyone help me out there? This is still America, right? I mean, we still good on that? We still innocent until proven guilty? Because ain't no guilty verdicts coming down that I see.
You had someone who had multiple criminal counts and found guilty on multiple criminal counts.
Oh, God. Bro, just stop.
And you name them Person of the Year?
Yes.
Is this a joke? Did we get something wrong? Did someone scam us? Are we sure about this, producers? There is a convicted felon on the cover of Time magazine as the Person of the Year. Maybe we're being scammed. Did someone put out a fake tweet or something about this?
Does anyone care about this guy anymore? I mean, I'm being serious. Does anyone care about Don Lemon anymore? This guy, he's becoming Keith Olbermann. He's the black gay Keith Olbermann. That's it. Him and Keith Olbermann should have a show together. I would actually, a subscription show, I would pay just to watch two people that have absolutely lost grip of their celebrity and they now become bitter about everything. Remember Don Lemon trying to do man on the street stuff and walking up to people during the election and who you voting for? Kamala, right? No, and everybody's like, Trump. Why? Trump. All right, Trump. Ugh. At least Trump has a... Well played, buddy. I know, Lynn. We're having some technical difficulties here. It's okay. It is an abbreviated show, so we have 19-ish minutes left. So let's just keep playing, shall we? And speaking of that election, I want to talk quickly about this. The election. We seriously dodged a bullet, y'all. This man was going to be the vice president of the United States of America. We, as a nation, as what we know as America, dodged a bullet here, because it is absolutely absurd to think that this guy was going to be the actual vice president of the United States.
Here
hands on the back.
are the angel wings.
So here we go, on the tree.
Not on a real tree, but on this family
Not
tree.
on a real tree,
yeah,
but on
got
this
it on
really
there.
janky
Joy
tree here.
to the world.
All right.
Yeah,
I know
that
you're
is just
missing your Griswold
absolutely. I
family.
mean, fine. Yeah.
Decorate your house for Christmas. We're thinking of you. Love you,
Oh,
Hope.
that's sweet.
Bye.
Very, very sweet. There's something not wrong with
See you,
you.
Lil.
Not right with these people. There literally is something not right with these people. That dude was going to, Donald Trump's roast at the Al Smith dinner was fantastic. He said, I never thought, that what men can have periods or menstrual cycles or something like that. He's like, until I met Tim Walz. I was like, God, dog, that guy was just on it that night. Absolutely 100% on it. Yep. This isn't right. I hear that, buddy. This isn't radio. I know it's not radio, pal, but it's technology. There ain't nothing I can do about it. It's technology. Literally nothing I can do about that. My favorite subject is going to be my favorite subject moving forward is Donald Trump's cabinet and Doge. So we're going to hear a lot of that this year. This coming year, we're going to be talking a lot about it. And we have a man who quite literally is hell-bent on making the country healthier. Taking on big pharma, taking on big food, and eliminating these craptastic all these dyes and all these poisons that are put into our food. It's absolutely absurd to think that that's not okay, to fight against that. What? Who doesn't want our humans to be healthier? Are we the people to be healthier? Whoopi Goldberg apparently doesn't.
Just about food.
No, it's not.
This is sometimes people
Genetics.
are born genetically larger.
Agreed. I didn't mean to.
No, I'm sorry. They're not born genetically larger. They're not. There are people that have larger builds, yes. Genetically larger, fine, but not genetically fatter. That doesn't exist. That does not exist. If there's a thyroid condition, if there's a thyroid issue, there's medication and it's fine. And a healthy eating lifestyle, fine. No, people are not genetically predisposed to be fat.
No, I know you didn't. But I want to say this to RFK. That's his name. Because you're setting folks up for shame. Yeah, that's what you're trying. Maybe
you're trying to do. You're fat shaming people. RFK Jr. is fat shaming people. Maybe we need to be a little fat shamed. Huh? Highest rate of diabetes? Maybe we need to be a little fat shamed. I am super not proud of my spare tire that I got rolling around my dad bought. I'm not proud of that. I know that ain't right. Didn't stop me from making a mess of mac and cheese last night. Woo, I'm tell you. Didn't stop me eating chicken wings today. Like, I understand that. This is a health issue. This is a national crisis that we are dealing with. It is a health crisis we're dealing with. And now you're not allowed to take it on because somebody's going to be offended.
You don't know you're doing. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to say you don't know, you don't realize what you do to people when you say stuff like that, because it doesn't work for everybody. And I'm going to show you, sir, because I weighed close to 300.
And you know something? It was your choice, Whoopi Goldberg. It was quite literally your choice. No one, and I mean, damn it, no one gets 300 pounds eating salads and lean meat every day. Limiting and restricting their calories to 1,500 a day. No one gets 300 pounds that way. If so, you have a medical abnormality that is probably less than 1% of the population. Grizz, I'm telling you, ain't no thing wrong with making the choice, but Grizz, you know that's a choice. I know it's a choice. I know drinking those IPAs. I know it's a choice. And I do it proudly. Ozempic's going to start jacking people. Do not make any mistake about it. Ozempic is going to screw people up. Yeah. Okay, so hippos are predisposed to have a big... Okay, yeah, I guess that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. But not humans. Here we are. Let's go. She's going to show 300 pounds.
Less than 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And without the Mounjaro, this would not have happened. There you go. Take it off.
Shut up. Sit down. You need to add a couple more Mounjaros, but you need a whole jar of Mounjaro. Oh, this woman without B and S. I'm sorry. I'm not. It looks Grizz, same thing, brother. I do. This is just me and you. But we're grown ass adults that are going to, and sometimes my ass grow a little too big. If you know what I'm saying, it's me. It's me. I have a thyroid condition because my pituitary was knocked daffy when I got my skull smashed in. Okay, so I had to make lifestyle changes. Cool, my choice. Again, Whoopi. Nobody becomes 300 pounds eating healthy. And I'm talking about healthy. Small portions, lean meat, salads. No one. So, without my Mounjaro, she's a stick in her butt. Without my Mounjaro, I wouldn't have this. Someone who's still overweight. Because she hasn't changed her lifestyle. What RFK Jr. is doing is advocating a healthier lifestyle. And, by the way, still advertising fast food. I'm not advertising. Still advocating for, hey, fast food's cool. So are chips. They're cool. But why don't we take the poisons out of both? And why don't we take the crap out of both? How many people have you talked to have gone to Europe? Let's say they go to Italy. And they're like, I ate pasta and pizza every single meal, and I came back and I lost weight, and it wasn't because of the steps. It's because of the poison that we allow into our dough in the United States that makes us fat. The body has a reaction, insulin response to it. Take that out. But here's the deal, though. Here's the deal. But let me ask you this, Chris, and it's a good point. So after accident, you get 85 pounds. Fine. Good. All right. We say it's my fault. Okay. You didn't have the ability to exercise, right? Okay. If the doctor said we're going to put you on a calorie restriction because you don't have the ability to exercise, we're going to have, this is basically your meal plan. And most of that is fluids. And most of that is fiber and lean meat. Fiber, lean meat, and fluids. That's what we're going to do for you. I don't think you would have gained 85 pounds. I don't think I would have gained the weight after my surgery too, because I couldn't take 5 steps without getting a damn migraine. But I was sitting there, I was enjoying really unhealthy food. I was putting down those bags of munchies like you wouldn't believe. But you see, that's what they're advocating for. Okay, if you have some sort of temporary mobility issue or a permanent mobility issue, let's talk about diet. Let's talk about the food you eat. And even if the food you eat aren't standard, like stereotypical, a good diet, a good food for you, it is literally the poison that is being put into those foods to make them look a certain way and to make them last longer in your cabinet. That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, I would still be 85 down. Yeah. But I'm telling you, man, I'm such an advocate of what he's doing. Really am an advocate. Because if I can eat Doritos, if that dude can get me eating Doritos and it doesn't have the crap that's making me have an insulin response or the poison in the coloring, I'm eating Doritos all the damn time. Yeah. Gave me what I wanted to keep me happy. Yeah. Yeah. Then he got mad. Hell yeah, bro. And I love God. I love you, man. I truly do. I respect you and I love your honesty. And I really appreciate you sharing that with us. We're the same thing. Yeah. You don't grumpy dad. Hell, dad wants some Haagen-Dazs now. Stat. Yeah. Hell yeah. Dad's going to be happy. I hear you, man. I hear you. Prednisone is just terrible for that. What's prednisone? I've heard of it. I don't know what it is. Yeah. But guys, this whole now that, RFK Jr. is going to offend some overweight people. I don't think I have the video accessible this moment. But I'll tell you, there is the group called Plus Size Park Hoppers. And they rate Disney experiences on their ability to compensate for morbidly obese people. Morbidly obese, that is literally the term for that. Morbidly obese. Prednisone made me feel like I was turning into a werewolf for a week. That is fantastic. It's like Teen Wolf, dude. Hell yeah, let's go. Give me some of that prednisone. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go back to Whoops. Flaunting her body.
Yeah, and I try to tell everybody, listen, this worked for me. This may work for y'all.
There's a drug for that. To combat a crappy lifestyle, take another drug.
Cannot take it out of people's hands if it can help. Because if we can keep people healthy, if we can get rid of diabetes, if we can get rid of all of the things cardiovascular, what's wrong with trying to do that?
Nothing.
You're wrong on this, R.
Also, the side effects are not horrible. But what does Kimberly Guilfoyle think of it? That's what I want to know.
She's going to agree. She got a body now.
Yeah. Where does Elon Musk come and RFK Jr., two medical experts? Who are they?
Elon's right on this. Elon's right on this.
Yeah. Also, maybe the brain.
Sit down, Joy.
Brainworm will.
She's standing up, by the way.
Shrink. Never mind.
You're out of control.
These are literally the dumbest human beings on TV. The dumbest human beings on TV. And I don't think one of them, I'm pretty sure one of them is not a human being. Just saying. All right, yeah. All right, let me see. I'm going to have to read that, Rhonda. I did get, the 39. I'm sorry. I apologize. That's a different one. Who did he say? Oh, this is going to go to Joe Biden, the man who presented the model of human decency. Joe Biden just provided a Chinese national with clemency who was convicted of having 47,000. Holy hell. All right. So Rhonda hooked me up with somebody, basically one of the 39 pardons. Chinese national had 47,000 child pornography images in his possession. Shanlin Jin was sentenced to 97 months in prison after pleading guilty. Plano, Texas police stopped going through his computer after confirming 1,338 images, including infant rape. Pardoned by Joe Biden. Appreciate that, Rhonda. Holy. Wow. Awesome. Not fun? Yeah. But this is where we have to turn it in. Y'all, thank you so much. And I apologize for this all this stuff. Let me go with this real quick. My doctor flat out told me that I was obese. I had nothing but respect for that. That's right. My God. I mean, Rob and I's witch doctor is just absolutely. And by the way, guys, the whole thoughts, prayers, positive vibes, all that for Robbie. Robbie has been diagnosed with valley fever, and I had to look that up. So he basically said it's just the worst flu he's ever had in his life, and it's just just rough. So keep some positive vibes going to my man. And but you look into this, when the doctor flat told you you're obese, most doctors right now, I would say, Grizz, instead of it would just maybe say you should probably try eating right, maybe try to walk around the block a couple of times. That's it. Now, you and I are going to sit down right now. We're going to take 10 minutes. We're going to put a meal plan together through the week, and we're going to put down an exercise program for you that you can work in and build up to, and we're going to really take care of you instead of, dude, you fat. Most of the doctors today will just give you medication, just prescribe Ozempic for you, or the Majaro, or whatever the hell it is. Yeah, that's what they'll prescribe. They'll say, here's a drug for you. I get a little kickback for it. Thank you for becoming addicted to that, because you're going to lose weight, then you're going to gain weight again, then you're going to go get on the drug again, then you're going to gain weight, then you're going to get on the drug again. So I'm digging Intern Beans. Intern Beans just got back from the gym. Like that, a girl, get it, stay healthy, love it. Yeah. So anyway, guys, really proud to have you guys here. Hope you had a good week. Hope you had a fun week. I had a fun week. Hope you guys got a great weekend planned again. Prayers for me as I have to go to Christmas in the park. It is what it is. All right, guys. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday right here on In Other News at noon.